Then we want to do the exact values for the 30 and 60 degree angles. So we're going to be in the unit circle. We're going to have 30-degree angle and a 60-degree angle, and we want to look at all of those in both the second, third, and fourth quadrants. And again, symmetry means that if I find these, then I'll be able to find the other quadrants. So now I'm going to be doing, suppose this is 30 degrees here. I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to make a little right triangle in here. If that's 30, then that's 60. So I'm going to be dealing with a 30, 60, 90 triangle, which you studied in geometry, and its hypotenuse is going to be 1. Here it is if I bring it outside my unit circle, a 30, 60, 90 with a hypotenuse of 1. And I need to find what A and B are, because those are going to be the X and Y coordinates of that point. What I'm going to do is create another 30, 60, 90 triangle right next to that that's exactly congruent to it. What I have created then is an isosceles triangle, and the base angles are 60, so what I really have created is an equilateral triangle, because this third angle has to be 60. So if all of the angles are the same, then all of the sides are the same. So this side has to be 1. And I now know that the A is 1/2. The side, if I've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle whose hypotenuse is 1, then the short side, the one across from the 30-degree angle, has got to be 1/2. Then I can use the Pythagorean theorem, which says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And a is 1/2, so 1/2 squared is 1/4, plus b squared, which is what I'm trying to find out, is equal to c squared, which is 1. So b squared is going to equal 1 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. So b is going to equal the square root of 3/4, and that would be the square root of 3 over 2. So in a 30, 60, 90, where the hypotenuse is 1, the short side is 1/2, and the long side is the square root of 3 over 2. So if I go back to my unit circle, then if I want to find the exact values for the 6 trig functions for pi over 3, which is 60 degrees, then here's my 60 degree. It's going to be my central angle. So the long side is this one right here, square root of 3 over 2, which is your height, which is your y value, your y coordinate. And then the short side is across from this angle, which is the 30 degree angle. And so that's going to make the horizontal side here 1/2, and that's my x value. So going through what I've gone through before, the sine is the y value. So the sine of 60 degrees, or pi over 3 radians, is equal to the square root of 3 over 2. Cosine is x. So the cosine of pi over 3 radians, or 60 degrees, is 1/2. The tangent is the ratio of sine to cosine, or y over x. So that's the square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. And the 1/2s cancel and give me just the square root of 3. The cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, and it is also 1 over y. So it's going to be 2 over the square root of 3. And when I rationalize that, I'm going to get 2 times the square root of 3 over 3. That should have a radical on it. Secant, which is the reciprocal of cosine. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2. Cotangent, the reciprocal of tangent, so it's going to be 1 over the square root of 3. And when I rationalize that, it'll be the square root of 3 over 3. Or I could also do that. It is x over y, so it would be 1/2 over the square root of 3, which will give me this. 1/2 over the square root of 3 over 2, which will give me 1 over the square root of 3, and we get the exact same answer. And you can have all of the multiples of 60 degrees. If I go over here 60 degrees, and I'm at 120. By symmetry, the 60 degree angle is right here, and this would be 120 if I go from here. So then I would have the cosine, sine, tangent, and so forth of 120 degrees, or 2 pi over 3. But since it's the same 60 degree angle here, then the side across from the 60 degrees, that's going to be the square root of 3 over 2, going to be 1/2, and so my ordered pair, since I'm in quadrant 2, is negative 1/2, square root of 3 over 2. And then if I go to the 60 degree angle in the third quadrant, then the coordinates are going to be negative 1/2, negative square root of 3 over 2. And in the fourth quadrant, the x goes back to being positive, so it's 1/2, and The y is negative square root of 3 over 2. So if I know this, I can figure out the other 60-degree multiples in quadrants 2, 3, and 4.